Hi everyone, Laura with Evolution Pilates Studio here to bring you a ab and back focused reformer Pilates workout. Today, as far as equipment goes, what you'll need is your reformer and your box. That is it. As always during this workout, please feel free to modify the exercises. Also feel free to adjust your springs to the Pilates reformer that you are working on today. When you're ready, let's gather our equipment and get started. All right guys, so I'm all set up. I've put my reformer on one medium spring. For me, that's one blue spring. My headrest is up, my foot bar is down, and I've placed my box on top of my foot bar. Now for me, my box is on a bit of an angle here, but your box may be completely horizontal and that is fine too. Just make sure that it is completely secure and that you can freely move the carriage from underneath your box. We're gonna start laying all the way down on our back. So let's sneak in between our box and our shoulder blocks. Align your body with the center of your mat and scooch a little bit away from those blocks. From here, we'll just bring our heels forward onto our box so our knees are bent at about 90 degrees and then bring our hands behind our head for a little abdominal warm up. The upper body is going to stay in forward flexion here as we curl the head, neck, and chest up even higher. Then reach the arms forward towards the knees, bring the hands back behind the head, and then lower about halfway down. So we'll curl, reach, bring the hands back, and lower. Curl, reach, bring the hands back, and lower. Beautiful. On that reach, you're trying to gain a little bit of forward flexion. As the hands come back behind the head, you're trying to maintain that amount of forward flexion. Nice job. Let's do 4 more here. And 3. Last 2. And last time. Curl, reach higher, and lower halfway down. Keep the head, neck, and chest lifted. Just bring those knees into a tabletop position. Flex both feet. From here, let's push one leg out on an upward diagonal and then the other leg. Press and press. Now, depending on where your box is, you might feel a little bit of downward pressure of the hamstring against the box, and that's okay. Just use that as feedback as to where your legs are going in space. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and last one. And now let's add rotation towards the knee that's coming to us. Exhale, rotate for 8, 7. Elbows are reaching nice and wide. Last 4, last 2, and last time. Come back through center, extend one set of legs up to the ceiling, and then scissor switch to the other side. Switch and switch. My feet are still flexed, and I'm thinking primarily about the foot that's coming towards me. So I'm trying to really reach my big toe towards my forehead every single time. For 8, 7, 6, last 4, last 2, and last 1. Point both toes towards the ceiling. Let's lower our legs towards that box, flex the feet, and lift the legs back up. Point and lower, flex and lift. Working in this smaller range, but making the movements nice and precise here by pressing the low back down towards the carriage underneath you, by really pulling those toes back towards the shins as you flex and lift. Last 3. And 2, and last time. Very nice. Bend those knees, lower the head, adjust yourself so you're a bit closer to your shoulder blocks. Now we're going to grab onto just one strap. So if you have an option, go for your shorter loop option. Other hand is just hovering next to the carriage. Bring both knees into tabletop position. And now let's just lower and lift our single arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Hugging those knees in towards the midline of the body. Keeping even weight underneath both sides of the shoulders and the pelvis. Let's do 4 more here. Last two. And last one, hold the arm down by the hip, turn the palm in, and now open the arm out to the side and back in. Only opening so far that you can keep the rib cage centered on the carriage. Last four. Last two. And last time. Bring that palm back in towards the hip, palm facing down. Keep your inner thighs totally together. And now we're gonna rock both knees away from that strap and then rock them back to center. Small little movement. The knees rock away from your strap. Exhale, soften the front of the ribs. The knees come back center. Last four. Last two. And last time. Good. From here, extend that same arm up to the ceiling. Take your unstrapped hand in behind your strapped hand. And now let's curl up and rotate to the other side. We come down through center. We curl up and rotate so that the hands pass by the opposite thigh. Let's do four more here. And three. And last one. We've got one more exercise on this side. So again, slip that unstrapped hand out, rest it right down by your side. From here, we're gonna bring this arm down about knee height and then extend your opposite leg long. Take your foot and just push it right against your calf so that's nice and firm pressure. And now we're gonna lift the shape of those legs up and then down over the box. Up and down. Let's do four more here. Last two. And last time. Beautiful, rest those feet. Place that strap back and let's do that whole series on the other side. So we'll grab our other small loop, place our hand in. Your opposite hand is just hovering next to your thighs. Bring both knees into tabletop, inner thighs totally together. And now let's just lower and lift that arm. Nice long reach. Working from right underneath the armpit. Exhaling on the way down. Let's do four more here. Last two. On this last one, hold that arm down by the side, turn your palm in toward your hip, and then open out to a T position and back in. Again, only going so far out to the side that your shoulder feels nice and comfortable and stable, and that also you're keeping your rib cage centered on that carriage. Let's do four more here. Last two. And last time. Bring your hand up to the ceiling. Good. Oh, I'm sorry. Bring your hand down by your side. And now let's just rock our hips away from our strap and back center. Exhale. Inhale away. Exhale back center. Your goal is to keep your knees nice and even with one another. Shoulders evenly weighted on that carriage. Let's do four more here. And three. Last two. And last time. Bring the knees back center. Bring your hand up to the ceiling. Let's slip our opposite hand right in behind our strapped hand. And now we're going to curl up and rotate to the opposite side and lower back down through the center. Exhale and twist. If you need to let your knees move a little bit in opposition just to have a little more range in that movement, feel free. You really want to make this workout your own and optimize each movement for your body. Last four. Last two. And one more time. Good. All right, take that other hand out. From here, our opposite leg will extend to a diagonal line. We'll marry our foot and our calf together, bring our hand down to knee height, and then lower and lift the shape of our legs. Inhale down, and exhale, lift. Inhale down, and exhale, lift. Let's do 4 more here. And last 2. And last time. Very nice job. Rest those feet. We'll put our strap back. We're gonna come all the way up. So sneak yourself up out of there. And now we're gonna come to kneeling on the carriage with our forearms on the box. Now we're still on that medium spring. If you wanted a little more support, you could put a heavier spring on. I'm gonna try to stay with this medium for now. So forearms down. Forearms are parallel to one another. Shoulders are sliding down the back. Tuck your toes under right next to those shoulder blocks. And from here, we're just gonna keep our spine in a nice neutral position as we hover our knees and lower our knees. You want your knees directly underneath the hips. So if that means you need to push the carriage out a little bit to find that perfect position, do so. Once you find your position, keep the carriage nice and steady in space. Let's do 4 more here. Last 2. And last 1. Hold the knees up, press the carriage out, and pull the carriage back in for 8, 7, last 4, last 2, and last 1. Rest those knees for just a moment. Reset the shoulders. Make sure you feel nice and stable. Find your knees directly underneath your hips. Float them up again. Press back into your plank. From here, the carriage stays still. We're going to bring one knee into the box and then the other knee into the box. In and in. For 4, 3, 2. Now leave one knee in and pull the carriage in and out. For 4, 3, last 1, reset for the other side. Pull the opposite knee in and now draw the carriage in and out with your extended leg. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place both feet back. Let's pike our hips up. Press our hips out. Extend the spine and come back to neutral. Pull the hips up. Press the carriage out. Extend the spine, sternum goes forward, and come back to neutral. Let's do 3 more sets like this. Baby back bend, back to neutral, and pull. Baby back bend, back to neutral, and pull. Last time. Bend those knees and carefully place them down. Very nice job. Okay, so let's take that box off. We'll change our spring now. So we're gonna come to one heavy spring and then sit down on the carriage. Take your headrest down. 2 options here as far as foot position. So either bringing your legs through your headrest next to one another, one ankle crossed over, or you could also work with your legs outside the shoulder blocks. Preference, you choose whatever feels more natural to you. I'm gonna go inside on the headrest, and then I'm gonna grab my shorter loops again. Good, so 3 arm positions to work on here. Stack your shoulders right over your hips. Make sure you have a little distance between your rear end and the back of the carriage. From here, we're gonna sit up nice and tall and just press our arms down on a low diagonal. Exhale, press. Inhale, return. We'll call this M position. Good. Working from the back of the shoulder. Think about reaching your arms down and back, but on the way forward, also reaching the arms down and forward. Let's do 4 more here. And last time. Bring your arms forward and now bring your arms out into a T position, directly out to the sides. Consider that your front ribs may want to flare forward, so really think about sliding them down towards the hips and stacking the shoulders directly over those hips. Good, for 4. Last 2. And last 1, now let's go to our Y position. From here, it's a wide upward pull and release. Exhale. For 4, as the arms go up, the shoulder blades or the shoulders go down. Last 2. And last 1. Bring your arms straight forward. Alternate pulls, right and left. This is kind of our reset, our active recovery. We're going to repeat our M's, our T's, and our Y's in just a moment. Last 2 and 1. Make sure you're even on both sides. Bring your palms forward, palms facing down towards the floor, and now we'll do 6 of each. So exhale down. Last 4. Nice, strong, straight wrists here. And then out to your T. 6. 3. And 1, up for your Y. For 6. Nice big exhales here. Last 3, keep growing that spine tall. And last 1. Very nice job. And now just alternating pulls. Good, for 4. Last 2. And last 1. Let's do 1 more round. So palms facing back, pressing down and back. For 4. Growing taller out of that low back. And then out into your T position. Exhale, press. Nice full range of motion here for 3. And last round, up to your Y for 6. Last 4. And last time. Very nice job. So place one of your straps back. We're going to take our other strap across the body now and do a little rotation. So I'm taking my opposite hand onto my hip just to get it out of the way. We're going to keep even weight through both sit bones and then exhale and rotate over one shoulder and inhale, come back center. Exhale, rotate and inhale, center. Beautiful job. Now you can stay here just coming back center, or if you'd like, as you return towards that riser, you can fully rotate the other direction, really working your rotation through the ribs. Exhale, pull. Inhale, return. Sliding that elbow past the ribs, nice and low. Last 4. And last time through. Very nice job. Let's just switch over to the other side. So replace that strap. Grab your other strap. I'm choking up pretty high on the rope to increase the tension. That's up to you how high you grab. Take your hand to your hip, align your body at the center, and now just rotate and return. Rotate and return, adding that full rotation if it feels good on your body. And let's do 4 more here. Good, last 2. And one more time. Come back through center. Very nice job. Let's grab onto both straps. I'm gonna go shorter loops again. Again, make sure you have a little distance between yourself and the back of the carriage. I'm gonna switch my cross of my feet. Bring your hands right to your heart center, shoulders down, elbows wide. Let's roll back, tucking your tailbone under, really deeply engaging the abdominals. And then I just want you to press your arms out to the sides and then back in. Out and in. My palms are still facing front. I'm not rotating through the wrist, just pressing through the back of the shoulder as I open the arms for 4 and 3. Carriage is staying nice and steady for now, last 2. Now hold those arms out to the side and let's pulse back and back. Keep tucking that tailbone under for 8, 7, 4 more. Last 2, and last time. Bring the hands forward, bring them into your heart, and then roll the spine all the way up. 2 more sets just like that. We're just gonna rotate our torso. So roll the spine back, rotate the torso to one side, open the arms out to that T position, and now press one arm high and one arm low. Good for 6, 5, keep exhaling that breath. Last 3, and 1. Hands come back to the center, rotate the other way, and we're right into it for 6. Last 3. And last 1, keep those arms wide. Last exercise, carriage stays still. Rotate the torso one way, arms are wide, and the other. One way, and the other. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring your hands to the center and roll the spine up. Good. All right, one last little abdominal series. So from here, we're gonna scooch our tailbone a little further forward and lay all the way back. You want your bottom tips of your shoulder blades to land at the edge of the carriage. And then we're gonna take one of our legs into our longer loop. Make sure you have a good hold of your hair. You don't wanna drip your hair into your springs. Your opposite foot is on your headrest here. And from here, we're just gonna draw that knee in and out. In and out. Upper body is in a bit of forward flexion. Elbows are wide. Let's do 4 more. Last 2. And last 1, now add rotation. Even weight through the sides of the pelvis. Elbows reaching wide across the room. Last 4. Last 2. And last 1. Hold that knee right over the hip. Point through both toes. From here, that foot that's on the headrest is just going to lift up and lower down. And up and down for 5. And 4. Last 2. And last 1. From here, let's rock and roll ourselves up to seated. We'll switch out our strap for the other side. Strap goes over the knee. Rolling it back down. Bottom tips of the shoulders on the back edge of the carriage. Make sure your hair is in a safe position if you got long hair like me. And then just drive the knee in and out. Elbows wide. Front of the rib cage is heavy. For 4. Last 2. Last 1, let's add that rotation. Last 4. Last 1, stay in rotation, come up to the toes, and lift and lower your standing foot. Last 2, and last 1. Very nice. Rock and roll yourself up to seated. Let's take that strap all the way off. And just have a seat with your feet on the floor next to the reformer. From here, grab onto one shoulder block. Let's do a big side bend, up and over. And then come up and over to the other side, big reach. Come center, twist over one shoulder, and twist the other way. Side bend up and over. Side bend up and over. And twist. And twist. And come center, inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale the arms down. And one more time, inhale it up. And exhale it down. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I truly do appreciate you being here with me and working out. Make sure you leave me a comment or question down below. Let me know what you thought, and make sure you subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.